SSI, and the 4 changes to supplemental security income in 2023. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, I think all of us can probably agree it's about time for Congress to reform the SSI program, which sends out monthly benefits to about 8 million beneficiaries each and every month and is administered by the Social Security Administration. So in this video, I want to break down 4 changes in 2023 to this very important SSI program. Let's get right into it. However, really quickly before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and so I can keep you updated each and every day during this very busy time as new information is hitting the headlines each and every day. I'm doing all the research, breaking it all down into these short videos, which I deliver a couple times throughout the day, so you can stay updated with what is actually going on right now and how it's going to impact your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and everything else going on right now, because things are changing very rapidly, especially with all the announcements coming out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, and Congress with all their new bills, packages, proposals, amendments, reform to very important benefits, as well as anything in regards to money, checks, raises to benefits, as well as programs or anything else going on right now. Of course, I want to do all that research, make sure that you're staying up to date with everything going on, and like I said, how it's going to impact your monthly benefit and of course the money coming into you every single month. Some very important information. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. I'll continue to be here for you right by your side every single day, as that's my dedication and my commitment to you and the community. Alright, thanks again. Let's jump into it and talk about some changes to SSI, Supplemental Security Income, in 2023. So, let's get into the details here. So first off, I just want to throw this out there. Some of what I'm going to talk about in this video will be happening for sure in 2023. Some of which I'm going to talk about in this video may be happening in 2023, but is not guaranteed. Okay, so some will be happening for sure, some may not be happening, and some hopefully will be happening. But these are the things that are on the table right now. So let's talk through the things that will for sure be happening in 2023 first off. First off, as we all understand, because of the rapidly rising inflation, we know that the annual cost of living adjustment will be impacting SSI benefits as well. So this is the adjustment that we will be hearing out of the Social Security Administration. This will directly impact SSI benefits as well, because SSI is administered by the Social Security Administration. Therefore, SSI benefits are also adjusted every single year a little bit higher, or what I should say is they are adjusted in the years that Social Security does approve a annual cost of living adjustment. Because here's the thing. Over the last several years here, we have actually had a handful of years that had 0 raise. Not fair. However, this year, going into 2023, will be a pretty nice year because it's going to be a pretty substantial raise to benefits. So that is one major change to SSI, Supplemental Security Income. And again, that'll be as a result of the annual cost of living adjustment, which will bump those benefits up permanently. It is not just a temporary raise, but rather it is a permanent raise to benefits, which is pretty nice. So from the baseline of $841 in 2022, those benefits will be increasing pretty substantially in 2023 as a result of a nice, healthy cost of living adjustment. So that is number one. Now next, I want to throw a little bonus change in here as well, and this one will for sure be happening as well. So as of right now, you know, in 2022, the maximum benefit that somebody can get from SSI as a married couple is $1,261 every single month. That's what you can get right now in 2022 as a married couple receiving SSI. However, as a result of the COLA, once again, that number will be bumped up pretty substantially as well. Because I know there are some of you here in the community that are married receiving SSI, and your benefits are unfortunately being garnished or reduced in a pretty substantial way because of being married. Does that seem normal? I don't know. It just, again, I know that this is part of the marriage penalty, but seriously, something about that, again, every time I talk about it, seems so weird to me that somebody's being penalized for being married. I don't know. Something about that just seems so weird and so, honestly, so archaic, right? It seems like it should be something from way back in the day, which honestly, it is. It's a rule that was put in place way back in the early 70s. Well, I'm sorry, it's not the 70s anymore, so this should probably be changed, right? So, anyway, that is something that's out there right now. Now, let me quickly talk about a few other things that may be happening in 2023, as Congress didn't officially get these done in 2022 yet, but it is still on the table in Congress, and these things could actually be happening in 2023. Now, let me tell you the details on this really quickly here. All right, so number one is the removal of the marriage penalty. Since we were just talking about that, let's talk about that really quickly here. So this is something that we've seen hundreds of lawmakers signing on to and saying that yes, absolutely 100%, we should be removing the marriage penalty. Well, obviously, I think most people that are logical about this would probably say, yeah, we should probably remove the marriage penalty. Simply doesn't make any sense. It's out of date. Simply doesn't make any sense anymore. And this program should be updated to reflect that. So this is something that has widespread support from many of us, as well as lawmakers in Congress as well. So that's very important. So that could be happening in 2023. Next, we also want to talk about an increase to monthly benefits up to the federal poverty line. Now, this is something that could also be happening in 2023. This would actually be a nice, welcomed raise to benefits, as well as a major change to benefits that I think all of us here in the community would also welcome with open arms, right? I think all of us would be very happy about this, especially if you're an SSI beneficiary. Again, as we speak right here, right now in 2022, the maximum benefit is $841 per month for SSI beneficiaries. That's a maximum you can get as a single person. As I mentioned, as a married couple, the maximum benefit you can get right now is $1,261. Obviously, we all know these numbers. However, as a result of bumping these benefits up to the federal poverty line, we'd be looking at generally almost a $300 per month raise to benefits. It's just a little bit shy of $300 per month more is what you'd be looking at to raise those benefits up from the current level of $841 up to the federal poverty line, which would be $1,132 every single month as of right now. But again, I fully expect the federal poverty line to actually be adjusted significantly higher in 2022. 2023. Losing track of years now, right? 2023 is what I meant. So yes, that is also something that should be happening. And honestly, that'd be really welcomed, right? So, as I mentioned, these benefits have been significantly below the federal poverty line. In fact, as of right now, these benefits are about 31% below the federal poverty line. Sad, right? Seriously. They're expecting people to live below the federal poverty line. I don't know. Again, if they're going to expect people to live below the line, why do they even have the line in the first place, right? So anyway, I don't know. Just a big old question we should probably ask Congress about. If you got the line, why are they making people live below the line, right? Especially when all it would take would be a simple act out of Congress, a little simple piece of legislation to change that. It would not be that hard for them to do. So they could probably get it done in a pretty short amount of time if they just so wanted to get it done. So that's also something we got to continue watching as well. Now, next, I want to throw up there one more piece of information that could be changing in 2023 as well, and this would be an increase to the asset levels for SSI beneficiaries. So, as of right now, as a single person receiving SSI, you can have up to $2,000. As a married couple, you can have up to $3,000. Let's be real. What does $2,000 get you anymore? Not much. What does $3,000 get you? Well, not a whole lot more than the $2,000, right? So we know that right now, this money does not get people all that much. Well, as a result of that, there's actually an independent piece of legislation out there right now that was actually crafted by 2 Ohio senators, one Republican, one Democrat, who actually do want to raise the asset levels for SSI beneficiaries. And again, it'd be super easy to do, super easy for them to pass this. And basically what they want to do is they want to raise the asset levels from $2,000 as an individual up to $10,000 and $3,000 as a married couple up to $20,000 without penalty. That'd be pretty nice, right? Because right now, unfortunately, this program is set up in such a way that if you try to get ahead, if you have any extra money sitting around, guess what they're going to do? They're going to penalize you. Not okay, right? So this is another major change that could be coming in 2023. And again, these are all some of the changes that could be coming down as a result of 2023. And depending on what Congress does, between the rest of now and the end of 2022, as well as what they decide to do in 2023. Regardless of what happens here, I'm going to continue watching everything very, very closely as I do get all the details on anything regarding Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, seniors, older adults, people with disabilities, and virtually everybody here in this community. Of course, I'll continue watching all that very closely and breaking it down into these short videos because for a lot of people, that receive these fixed income benefits, it actually encompasses the vast majority of your monthly income. So it's very important to keep an eye on these benefits because any simple change to these monthly benefits could result in more money in your pocket, less money in your pocket, and some other very important changes that, Congress may be implementing at any given time. Therefore, I'm going to continue watching all this very closely. Surprisingly enough, there's actually been a lot of talk about Social Security and all the programs under Social Security as of recently in Congress, which is good because we really don't hear Congress talk about Social Security and all these fixed income benefits all that often. So anytime that they do, I'm certainly listening very, very closely because I want to know, what is Congress doing, if anything at all? Anyway, SSI is a very important program. Like I said, this program is focused on older adults, 65 and older, who have limited income and limited resources, or individuals who are younger than the age of 65 who have disabilities and, again, limited income and limited resources. Very important program, sending out monthly benefits to, like I said, about 8 million beneficiaries as of right now. Incredibly important stuff. These benefits are highly relied upon by virtually all beneficiaries. So any little adjustment to this program would be welcomed in most instances, unless they did something, obviously to cut benefits. But honestly, how can you really cut benefits that are so low anyway? I don't foresee that happening, by the way. So please don't worry about it. I do not foresee at all benefits being cut. In fact, I see a much higher likelihood of benefits actually being increased from SSI versus being decreased. So anyway, we do know for a fact that there will be the raise of the annual cost of living adjustment. Either way, as I do get more details on any of this, I'll be right here for you, helping you out, breaking it all down, and helping you out in any way that I can in regards to money, benefits, checks, stimulus, raises to benefits, programs, or anything else out there right now. Of course, I'm here for you. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one. Thanks so much for joining me. Enjoy your day, and make sure to share this video with your friends, family, social media, because there's a lot of people out there right now who might be getting these benefits and want to know all the changes that may be coming and for sure are coming. Anyway, enjoy. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later.